Happy Tuesday, everyone. Meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here. We're tracking another beautiful day here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. Lots of sunshine is on the way and forecasting those highs back in the low to mid 80s for this afternoon. So just slightly warmer, right around 84 is what we're going with for our high for this Tuesday afternoon. Now tonight, still fairly comfortable conditions. Temperatures in the upper 50s, mostly clear skies, and still have that crisp feel for some of us. But heading out the door for the bus stop for tomorrow, still another gorgeous day, slightly cooler in the morning. Again, those temperatures hanging out in the 50s, but warming back up again to the 80s, but this time mid to upper 80s, and still seeing another sunny day on the way, at least for tomorrow. And we'll continue to see mostly clear skies, not only for today, not only for tomorrow, but the next several days look to be overall fairly dry. So getting off the bus stop or getting onto the bus stop tomorrow morning, still temperatures hanging out in the 50s, warming up to the mid to upper 80s by tomorrow afternoon, and still seeing dry conditions Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Slightly cooler Thursday morning, but eventually warming back up again to those mid to upper 80s, and still seeing on and off clouds and clear skies. We are not tracking any rain for the next several days. Now our pollen count really hasn't changed a whole lot. Still at that medium level for today, tomorrow, Thursday, and into Friday, but we are still watching a major drought. Not here in Northwest Ohio, but let's widen out the bigger picture. Parts of eastern, southeastern, and southern Ohio seeing some very extreme dry conditions. In fact, places under a burn ban, so no bonfires, no camping, no lit fires outside because of these very dry conditions. So from Athens over towards Columbus, over towards Cambridge, all the way down close to Portsmouth, seeing some extremely dry conditions. And we're not tracking any rain, at least for the next 5 days. However, we are tracking some more fall foliage on the way. Now, typically here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, we start to see those leaves change around late October, even mid-October in some areas. But as far as what we're seeing right now, little to no color, at least here in Ohio. But you can see some places out in the Rockies starting to see just a little bit of that low color, but eventually we'll see those oranges, yellows, reds, browns, and some trees are starting to change already, but typically not until October for us here in Northwest Ohio. And we are still technically in the summer season, so always remember, apply that sunscreen, take those breaks in the shade, especially late morning and early afternoon. You can see our UV index still at that high level for these next several days. And as far as our air quality index goes, it's at that moderate level, so overall it's acceptable. But if you have that minor sensitivity, we want you to be aware, of course, stay safe. Speaking of staying safe, heading out to Lake Erie today, much calmer today than what it was earlier this week. So we're seeing those temperatures still in the 80s, the waves about a foot or less, and the winds just a slight breeze coming out of the west around 10 knots. Check this out, temperatures today around the mid 80s, 84 for today, 87 and 88 for Wednesday and Thursday, still above average for the end of the week and the weekend. In fact, by next Wednesday, we'll be about 10 degrees above average. So by about 2/3 of the way into September, our average highs in the upper 70s, but that's on track above average temperatures between September 17th and September 23rd. And as far as that rainfall goes, well, seeing some seasonal rainfall, but also some drier conditions, just depending on where you are. So those drought conditions may not be improving anytime soon. And we are still tracking the tropics. This, as of now, is Tropical Storm Francine, expecting to intensify to a Category 2 hurricane by the time it makes landfall, even a Category 1 hurricane in some places, by the time it makes landfall in Louisiana later on Wednesday and into Thursday. It will continue to move up the Mississippi River Valley, impacting parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, and Illinois, but should not be impacting us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. And that's not the only system we're watching. Also watching two other systems way out in the Atlantic, but you can see that tropical formation. It's about a 30 to 40, even 70% chance of development. So of course we'll keep you posted both on air and online. And speaking of being updated, if you haven't already, download that WTOL 11 weather app. It's a free download and it's compatible with Apple and Android. And there's so many useful tools, from your interactive radar to your hour-by-hour forecast to your extended forecast, plus video stuff from us here on the weather team directly to your devices. So go Check that out. It's been a minute since we looked at the holiday countdown. Less than 2 weeks away to the official start of fall. How about this? Just a little over 7 weeks until Halloween, 54 days until daylight saving time, and Thanksgiving is less than 80 days away. Yeah, I still can't believe that, but yeah, we're starting to feel a little bit like fall in some people's hearts, but it's looking still a lot more like summer. 84 in sunshine for today, 87 in sunshine for tomorrow. I mean, just look at this extended forecast, seeing temperatures for the next 10 days in the mid to upper 80s, low humidity, and tracking lots of sunshine from now until the second half of next week. Have a great rest of your day.